Up YouTube, Facebook. Much love. Good morning. Another day, another opportunity. About to do some paperwork so I can hit work soon. But I wanted to share a story with you guys. I got locked up this week. Yeah, man, I got locked up for a traffic ticket. But you would have thought I got locked up for murder. The way they treat you. This county in particular, where I'm at, is crazy. Man, they locked me up. It was about 11 o'clock that night. And before you get locked up, before you go to the regular area where everybody's at, you go to this little place, you know, where they give you opportunity to actually get out. Somebody can come buying you out real quick before you actually go in the system. But in this particular jail I went to, man, the system is crazy. The system you go into is you do 3 days in this program. It's an orientation, and this is the only prison like this in the country, I believe. And he even said he got an award for being the greatest prison in the world. He didn't say in the nation, the world. I ain't gonna mention no names or nothing, because this is some gangster stuff. So anyway, if you know anything about here in Georgia, this prison is ruthless. So we go in, and you can't sleep under the blankets from at 12 at night to 4 in the morning. You're allowed to sleep under the blanket. If you get caught sleeping under the blanket before 12, before the lights go off, and before after 4 in the morning, he's gonna make you pay for it. Basically, you know, they bring dogs in there, tasers, everything. That's the craziest prison I've ever been to in my life. But well, alaikum assalam. What's up, big brother? Nothing
When you
much,
that
man.
Saturday, I was trying to do you up.
Where you was at? I ain't see you in a while, man.
I ain't see you in a while.
Hold on. Yeah, I was locked up for a whole week.
Wow.
Man, it was crazy over a traffic ticket. Stupid traffic ticket. I was just telling everybody now on here. I got stopped.
You and got me off at the school?
Yeah, come on. What you said?
You got stopped?
Yeah, I got stopped, and they pulled my name up and stuff and said that I had a ticket that I didn't go to court for, so I missed court. And when you miss court, that's like contempt of court. No matter what it's for, it could be for anything.
So you get your warrant?
So they put a warrant out for my arrest, and I didn't even know it. So I'm driving around. One of my lights went out. They stopped me, and they took me downtown. I mean, not downtown, down to this jail. I ain't gonna mention no names. They gangster. I'm telling you, this joke is crazy down there. Just get this jail. You don't never want to go to jail here. So I got locked up, right? I was in there with these 19 and 20-year-old dudes, 18 and 19-year-old young boys. And they was trying to act hard when I first met them. But they was hard. They had tattoos everywhere. They was part of Piru Crips, Bloods or something, Piru Blood. They was all part of these gangs, right? And they was into this, and first, they was acting real hard. Make this left.
Right.
Oh, shit. First, they was acting real hard. Like, almost like they was going to attack me. I mean, they was talking like, yo, man, we don't care about nothing. You know what I mean? I got bodies. You know what I mean? I'm part of this gang. I'm part of that gang. It was like, you know what I'm saying? We don't play this and that. Just popping a whole bunch of stuff. So me...
Nigga right with the truck me right at. So what happened?
Me being older, you know, I'm like these young boys, man. But at the same time, I'm like, they like 6 foot. 100 and, yeah, they big young boys, right? 2 of them together, right? And we stuck in this little room. The room like 4 foot long.
Turn right here with the platform.
Oh, you started over here now?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's what's up.
So what else happened?
Huh?
What else?
So-
you something up right here.
All right, hold on. Let me tell you real quick. So anyway, I went into the joint. I'm gonna tell you real quick. So I went into the joint with these young boys,
Mm-hmm.
and they put me in the room. It was only 2 bunk beds, so I had to sleep on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So the second day went by, they started seeing me praying. And I had to make 5 salats. So every time I pray, they started praying with me. Just I heard something in the back. They back there mumbling. So I finished praying and they like, God, please help us. Please forgive us. Please do this and that. So they started looking at me like a big brother, man. All of a sudden they started switching. So by the 3rd day, they started crying. They was like, yo, man, please tell my mother when you get out. Tell my mother I love them and I got a baby on the way and this and that. So they started breaking down, basically. They started, because they knew they was going up.
Yo, that was crazy.
What you want me to do?
Glad it's greenery from.
Because you know, they knew they was going up. So by the 4th day, this was the last day.
Pull over there so I can just pull on there.
By the 4th day, over on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Where the
By
cars going?
the 4th day, they was about to let me out, and them young boys,
They respected you?
they respect me. A whole different thing, man. They was talking to me about everything, but you know what I mean. They started let me know everything. But let me let you go to school, man. I'll talk to you later.
We gonna definitely talk about this later. This sounds interesting.
Definitely, man. These young boys lost, man. Don't get into this gang stuff, man.
All right.
I know you just came from Philly. Philly ain't really all about that gang stuff like that.
All right, Charlie.
All right, money.
We gonna talk about it though.
All right, Charlie. Yeah, but anyway, let me finish with that conversation because we know we're still live. But anyway, man, the thing that really touched me about this whole situation is these young boys had switched up their game on me. You know, at first I was scared of them, but they was scared of me, and I didn't even know it. You know, they was worried. They was real worried, and then by the time they got comfortable with me, by the 4th day, it was time for me to go. But they broke down and started talking to me about a lot of intimate stuff I'm not even mentioning, but you know, it's just amazing, man. These young boys really need help out here. So I just wanted to tell all the older guys, man, and women who supporting these what you call them, when big brothers, big sister programs, when these people who supporting that, man, big ups to you, man. That's is a must. You know, I was talking to this other guy who know the law real well, and you know, some people want to blame the system. But he said, you know, you can't blame the system because the system is just like God. You know, that's like blaming God for having a hellfire. You know, the system gives you options. It gives you good or bad, just like God gives you good or bad. You can do the right thing or do the wrong thing. You know, sometimes, you know, you chose to do the wrong thing, you end up in the hellfire on earth. And you know, it's just, if it was my system, but I'm not perfect. If it was my system, I would have it where nobody is punished, nobody goes through any bad things. But it's not like that. That's not life. And it's just sad to see young people make the wrong decision. And you know, sometimes some people get caught up where it's not their fault. You know, and they get caught in this system by way of the way they was raised, or you know, one guy in there, he had tattoos all over his face and everything, man. He was telling me his father was in the gang life, so that's how he came up in the gang life. So, you know, you gotta respect the fact that some people, you know, didn't mean to get to make this decision. Some people want to make good decisions. You know, that same guy, he sat there and listened to me all night. You know, a lot of them guys actually listened to me. You had 50-year-old men in there listening to me talk about Islam. You know, the stuff that you don't hear in the media. You know, they asked me specific questions, and I gave them a lot of answers from the only thing from what I know. You know, from the knowledge I contain. But, you know, they was asking about what's the difference between God and Islam and everything else, you know, the oneness of God and what's monotheism and all these things, man, and they didn't take their eyes off. They was sitting there listening to me. And before, just before they was talking to me, they was talking to each other about murdering and killing somebody. About every time they go to the east side, they got to get in a shootout. How they bust niggas and how many guns they got. And, you know, rape and all this type of stuff. Right there in the jail. If they recording it in jail, they got all the criminals telling on themselves right there. I mean, they told everything. And when I started talking to them, they actually dragged me in the conversation because I was worried at first. I was like, man, it's like 30 people in this little room. If something pop off and I get in a fight, you can't tell me that they not going to try to jump me. So I said, man, I could box, but doggone it, I don't think boxing gonna get me out of this. I'm not Bruce Lee. So I was worried too. You know, same thing with the young boys. And I was in the 19, 18-year-old kids. They was up in the bunks and talking mad crap about they this and they that. They got some new religion. You know what I mean? They basically don't care nothing about nothing and this and that. But I just started praying every night. And, you know, I stand up for prayer and put my hands up and I started praying. By the second night, they was behind me. I was hearing some noise and they was behind me praying. By the third night, they was crying, asking me, can I do this? And who is this? And what about God? And this and that. By the fourth day, they was real sorry I was leaving because it's only a 3-day program in this particular prison. And after the 3 days, you go up to population. And then after the population, they get shipped out to wherever they're gonna go, you know. And they're about to do some time. One of them they was about to break in this lady's house, trying to steal from her. And it was like 4 or 5 of them. And I think they only charged them with theft, taking or something, theft from taking. I don't know how they word it. But what he said is he didn't even approach the house. He was just caught on the outside with some property from the situation. So he got for theft or something. It was crazy, man. The other guy beat up his brother, his little brother, and his uncle called the police. So he's in there for something like that. So, you know, they both look like they're going to go down because they had some prior records. I think they both going to go like for a year. But at first they were scared of me. In retrospect, after looking over, they were scared of me because I'm older than them and I got a beard. I look like I was already in there. I knew how to do a jail, but they didn't know what to expect, man. So I just want to let y'all young boys know, man, jail ain't no joke, man. It's seriously, it's no joke. You got to deal with being alone, first of all, sitting in a room. We sat in a room for 23 hours. We had 1 hour to come out. And we had rules even though we was in that little room. You know, you had to sleep on top of your blanket. And when they come in, the blanket better be straight. There was a guy here, a black sergeant looked like or whatever. He runs the prison. He's on the police force. He runs the prison. He's notorious for being notorious. You know, I think he shot a few people. This dude is crazy. But anyway, in this prison, you know, if you don't jump up against the wall and put your face against the wall when he walks up